he's still in Liverpool.
I am still in Liverpool. Well, funnily enough.
No, I've got a right day ahead of me today, mate. So obviously, when we finish the pod, I've got to edit one up because we've run out. We've run out, mate. So today's is on to go out. I've got to put one on. I've got to put the first one that we've done today on to go out today. So, and then I've got to take. We were supposed to take the dog to the vets at 3:30 yesterday for his checkup, and they cancelled. So I've got to do that at 12:30. I can't have any food or cigarettes or anything like. I can only have water and drinks without milk in because I've got my ultrasound to find out how far gone I am later on. My liver fucking ultrasound.
Doesn't your liver grow back?
It can, but I think the point is that. So I'm under what's called the stable cirrhotic clinic. So even though I've not been diagnosed with cirrhosis, there's some scarring in my liver, which you can't repair. And obviously, if it gets worse, it turns into... Fibrosis is like when you've got scarring on the liver.
Yeah.
Cirrhosis is like when it goes like that and it's all over. So there's patches of your liver that are completely scarred. They said like the only way they could truly find out if I've got cirrhosis is to biopsy, but if the biopsy goes into a bad bit of liver that's got some scar, like a scar on it, then they'd go, yeah, you've got cirrhosis. And if it goes into a good bit of liver that hasn't, they'd say you haven't. So that, and it's a painful procedure. So they said we're not going to do that.
No, absolutely. So
when years ago, the doctor said, I think we're done. I think you've lost loads of weight. It's not got any worse. And this, that, and the other. He said we're done with the liver. And then he said, but you can go under, you can be checked every 6 months just to make sure, because obviously you've got, your liver's weak because of the issues you've got. So now every 6 months I have an ultrasound and I have an appointment with the liver nurse. Now up until this year, most of those have been by the phone. I think I've only been in to see them once since he said, we're pretty much done. But this year they've said, we want to see you because obviously we've not seen you face to face, so they'll do your weight and they'll do all a full MOT kind of thing. So I've got that on Friday this week. This week's mental, absolutely mental. So today I've got my ultrasound. I've had the bloods. I had those done last week. So my ALT levels, which is the liver function, were slightly high. But I had a look online, and they're not high in respect of my liver's fucked. They're not high at all. They're the number that I've got can go up 3 or 4 times before it's anything dangerous. From what I've Googled, so I've got the ultrasound today, and then straight from there. So that's at 5:20. Straight from there, I'm driving to Sheffield. Cause I've got a gig in Sheffield tonight, and then tomorrow I've got the fucking guy coming round to look at my Tinterweb in the morning. I've got pod, and then I've got a call with my diabetic nurse because I get that's checked every year normally, but because the last time 3 months ago they found that I was back in the diabetic range, it goes back to 3 monthly. And obviously since then I've been on the metformin and the statin, so hopefully they've had some kind of effect and it's gone down a little bit. Hopefully, I feel like it probably has. But I don't know. It's like one of them.
That's my last fucking diabetic thing. I had to speak to the pharmacist. I think they want to up one of my doses of my medicines. So she, this is from the surgery, not from the chemist. So she rang me up when I was busy, and she sent me a text message. When are you free? I said I'm free this afternoon. I've not fucking heard back from her.
No. So, it is mad how it works.
Yeah, I've got the eye test next week. Your yearly eye check.
I had mine last week, and they've found
the 11th.
They've found. I had a message from them saying that they've found early stage retinopathy.
I think that's just a part of the course that they come and tell you that anyway.
Yeah. every other year it's just been like they've not found any significant changes. This year they've said we've found a significant change. It means that you've got early stage retinopathy, but it can be managed. It can go again. It's not like, so I'm still on annual. It's not nothing major. Yeah, it's like it all, for me, it all seems to come at once. It's like I like have everything in 1 week. So this week I've just got to get through it. So Thursday I've got my gig in Pinxton, which I'm not performing at, but I run it with Fran. So we've got that on Thursday night. And then Friday's mental. So I've got to go to, I'll do the pod, edit that, and then I've got to go to my liver appointment in Derby at 4:00. Then I've got a compilation show for the Ram Comedy Festival, which I think I'm emceeing at 6:30, and then it's my show at 9:30. So I've got it's a very big day on Friday, and I've got a gig on Saturday night as well. So this week's just crazy mental.
Well, all of our listeners know what your diary is now for the week.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, can't get hold of me. You know where I am.
I went to the dentist yesterday, right? And I walked in, and she said, "Well, you're looking well." Fucking hell!
The dentist said that.
I said, "Really?" I said, "Really?" And she said, "Yeah, you're looking really well." I was like, "Ooh, I've still got it. You're still got it."
And then she went, "No, you're too."
Sorry, I've just had a weird. Oh no. Fucking, do you get fucking weird text messages off HMRC?
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time. I fucking hate the HMRC. I've had to pay. I paid my VAT bill the other week in total for $2.5 grand. And I'm chasing my accountant at the minute because they're supposed to have done my year end and everything. So they will have done it, and I ain't got to pay it till October. But
I haven't put my books in yet. I need to do them. I'll do them next week, I think. I'll put them in.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my dentist. Dentist, yeah, hit me up.
You fit?
Yeah, it's just.
I've still got it with all the ugly fuckers.
She's got nice teeth.
I thought you were going to say nice tits then.
Nah, she's all right. She's all right, the dentist. She's all right. I always see her. How are you, Mr. Lucas? She kept me there for ages going, I'll have to do some x-rays on your teeth. I said, what for? To find? Or they said, we'll just need to check them. And then she's going on about me. I've got an impacted wisdom tooth. So on my back tooth, I've got a wisdom tooth growing into my back tooth that way. But it's, you know what? It knocked the tooth out here. Like I had it taken out in the 1990s before I met you. Yeah. I had it taken out, and it's been fine ever since. You know what I mean? So she's going, you can have a bridge or whatever. So now, like getting peas stuck in it now, and I go, flick them out. But yeah, so I remember me wisdom teeth upstairs, me top wisdom teeth. They started coming through. God, I was in early 20s, but when they were coming through, I was biting the back of my mouth, and they were coming through at the same time. So we have a dental. I don't know if it's still going actually. Dental hospital in Liverpool. So I went and queued up there for hours. I think it was a bank holiday Monday, and the guy said, "Yeah, well, we're going to have to take them out." And he said, "We'll take that one out." He said, "And then you'll have to come back and get that one taken out." I said, "No, I'm not queuing up again. Just take it out today. Take the two of them out today." So he took the two of them out. It's bank holiday. I was like, fuck, it's bank holiday. You know what? I was like a pisshead in those days. Straight down the pub on a Guinness.
Not everyone's wisdom teeth come through, do they? Because I don't think I have. I've never had any issue with it at all.
No, I had to get those two taken out upstairs. That one is still in. I don't know where it is. That one, I don't think it's come through. I don't even think it's grown enough. And that one is impacted and it's growing into my back tooth now.
Wow. You're like a shark, aren't you? You've got teeth on teeth.
Teeth on teeth. Any Turkish sponsors out there who want to fly me out to Turkey to get me tooth, you can even replace that little one there. Give us a shout. And while you're there, if you know any hair guys as well who do transplants.
Well, you said that you weren't bald.
I'm not bald. Just want a little bit more of it.
Oh, I don't know. I fucking hate the dentist, mate. I'm going to be honest. I don't think I've been to the dentist for 5 years.
Really? I love the
I
dentist.
go, I go when I've got a problem. I don't go.
I used to be like that, and like I started going and I loved it. And they just told me what to do. Yeah, I loved it. I floss every day.
Yeah,
Every day. I sorted my teeth out because they were really bad. And she said, because like I've got like gaps in my teeth, and it's because my gums have shrunk, and that's due to smoking. Uh,
yeah.
so I've got these gaps. I want to get the gaps taken out with me new Turkey teeth guys or Turkish dentist guys. Um, and yeah, I went yesterday and I thought she's going to turn around and say your teeth are fucked. Every time I go, I think she's going to turn around and say, you have to do this procedure on you. But she's always, oh no, they're good. You're all right. You're fine. Whatever you're doing, it's working. You're still brushing twice a day, aren't you? I'm not. I've only brushed for the morning and floss.
I brush teeth once a day. Every now and then, if I've had something smelly, if I've had a bit of garlic, I'll brush them.
Yeah, yeah. Or if I'm going out that night, I'll brush them or something.
Yeah, yeah, of course. But I mean, they always used to say, didn't they, when we were kids, brush them in the morning, in the evening, and after meals. So it's like, yeah. But no, I've never done
You do
that.
that thing at school where they give you that purple thing on your teeth. It's like a thing, and it was like prevention is better than cure. And they give you like this purple thing, and you sucked it, and it went over your teeth and showed what all the plaque was on your teeth, and and everybody, yeah, I've brushed my teeth this morning. Well, how come your teeth are purple and you got all this plaque all over them? So they give you like a little kit and all that. It was Colgate trying to sell you fucking expensive toothbrushes and toothpaste.
Yeah, yeah. I never did that at ours, no. No, never did that. I remember the Uncle Buck one. Can you remember him? He was like that they can do a test to see whether or not you've just run your toothbrush under the tap. Uncle Buck, that was a great film, that. I love John Candy. I love all the
Oh
old
yeah, 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 yeah,
candy.
yeah.
He liked his candy as well, didn't he? Bless him.
Yeah, yeah. He was a great actor, wasn't he? He was a great.
Oh, love all that old comedy, old daft comedy. Chevy Chase, John Candy, Dan Aykroyd. Brilliant.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did you ever watch that film, The Three Amigos? I
Yeah,
love that film. It was brilliant.
yeah.
It was.
Yeah, that was Chevy Chase. Was that Dan Aykroyd?
And some other little fella.
Guy.
But yeah, no, those films were great. You had Airplane and all that, then, didn't you, as well?
Yeah.
Nice beaver. Yeah,
Les-
great films.
yeah. What do you reckon your all-time favourite comedy film or sitcom?
Sitcom. Sitcom. I love Bottom.
Oh, Bottom was great. Yeah.
I love Bottom. Bottom is fucking hilarious. I mean, the feel good sort of like sitcoms, The Royal Family.
Yeah.
Carolina Hearn was genius doing that. It was genius, and it hit so many people on so many levels. The way should we have a ciggy? And that's how I remember life when I was younger. It just hit me so much, that the Royal Family. But
Yeah.
I like I like stuff like that. So I like Gavin and Stacey as well.
I love Gavin and Stacey.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, bottom was funny as fuck.
So for me, I grew up like with Only Fools. So I love Only Fools and all
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
But my favourite, my favourite sitcom of all time was Porridge. I love.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
remember the spin-off from that? And it was I'm going straight, I am straight as my uncle just come out and Nick and started singing that.
Did he? Yeah. I think anything with Ronnie Barker in was good. I liked it.
Yeah. I used to love those old comedians, the Morecambe and Wise.
Oh, mate, brilliant.
Yeah, the two Ronnies. I love Sorry that
Yeah.
Ronnie Corbett was in.
Timothy?
But yeah, all that old sort of like, TV. Then it was like the family sat in front of the telly of a Saturday night, wasn't it? And it was the Generation Game, and then it was like your New Faces, or then there was like Bob Monkhouse show. There was the two Roddies, there was Morecambe and Wise, and they all used to have their Christmas specials, and it was brilliant, wasn't it? You know, and it was amazing. It was magical when you were little. The TV. Now it's just like,
Yeah, yeah. It's not. Yeah, you used to like. I suppose because it's on demand now, you can just watch stuff whenever you want, can't you? It's like
yeah. And you know these shows, they only last a few years. Like Britain's Got Talent, it's been going on for years.
yeah.
You know, the other thing that he used to do, you know, he needs to give it a miss, doesn't he, Simon Cowell? You know, you've done something, you can't fucking do it every year. Everybody's kicking off. I mean, last year the guy who won it, I haven't watched the final this year. Last year the guy who won it, the magician, he was shit. You could fucking see how he fucking set everything up. It was totally shit. You
So
know, he's
we
run out of ideas, Simon Cowell.
we semi watched the Britain's Got Talent final for this year because Jane wanted to, and we whenever we've watched Britain's Got Talent, the kids fucking hated it because we'd always watch it after it had finished, and I'd just fast forward through Ant and Dec and stuff because I hated that bit. So just fast forward to the act. So we did that on Saturday night, and Jane wanted to watch it because the Clarkson fucking choir were in the final, and we got all the way to the end, and I flicked on Facebook, and it goes, the Clarkson fucking choir have won it, and I showed Jane, and she goes, "Oh, I already knew," and I'm like, "Well, what the fuck are we watching it for then?" And they are fucking.
They sound like Michael Jackson.
She loves Michael Jackson, but like, yeah, they're a choir. They're okay. They probably won it because it's Clarkson's Farms choir. You know, this is an act that's going to go on the Royal Variety Show. They're going to get 250,000 quid, and then put somebody on who you can break into the, you know, who can break in and have a career. You know, Clarkson's Farm are going to be doing the Christmas fetes and stuff like that. They're not going to be like, what media, what platform is there for choirs now? And they weren't that good, I'll be honest, mate. If you watch it, they were, in my opinion, they weren't that great.
There was some good stuff in that, and there's a lot of good people who got fucking kicked out going through, and those judges that they got, that fucking KSI fella, what an absolute fucking knobhead he is. Some of the stuff that he put through, that he put on a golden buzzer and stuff, and then other stuff he just go, I just don't understand what was going on there, and it was fucking amazing. You know, it's just, I don't know. I suppose it's doing its job. It's got us talking about it, hasn't it?
Yeah, you know, some comedians live off it now. You know, it's like been on Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah.
And it goes on the thing, and you know, Mike Newell is a great comedian. I think he got to the semi-finals. I'm not sure if it was last year or a few years back, but he was a good comedian before. You know, I've been to see him in Edinburgh and stuff. Very, very good. We booked him when I used to do Orsworth gig. He came and closed that for us. Great comedian. Then there's Robert White, and he was off Britain's Got Talent, so he does good from it. There's a local guy, I think he's up Sheffield way, Alex Mitchell. He's been on Britain's Got Talent and stuff, but I don't think it's really given them a massive platform to go off. The biggest one I think success-wise is probably Lost Voice Guy, from a comedic perspective. Do you remember Lost Voice Guy? He used to come on stage and he'd do his, like, he can't speak, but he's got like a computer that he used to tell his jokes.
Oh, right, okay.
But he's very good. But it's one of them. I've got a mate of mine who's a prop comedian. He's brilliant, Roger Swift, and I think he was saying to me that most years they message him and say, "Do you want to come on Britain's Got Talent?" So it's like they say, it's like you queue up and you go and audition. And
now with bollocks that they used to at the beginning, but they don't anymore. Yeah, they have people who they have scouts out there looking for people, don't they?
Yeah, Roger's more like, at the end of the day, it could be brilliant. It could go on and it could like launch his career, but it could also absolutely embarrass him on national TV because he's very Marmite. Rogers, he's like, you either love him, I love him, but you either love him or hate him. He does puns and prop comedy, so it's like you either like that stuff or you don't. I find it hilarious.
Yeah,
and he's such a lovely guy. he does Edinburgh every year, and he sells his rooms out every year. He's one of the comedians that goes up to Edinburgh and actually makes money, I think. So yeah, but yeah, Britain.
Getting back to TV, I mean, I think my Saturdays were spent Saturday afternoon. It was like watching the wrestling with my dad, and then it was like the footy results would come in.
Yeah,
Dickie Davis wasn't it? And then you go out with your mates and that, and then you come back in, and then we'd all be sat around the telly watching fucking Morecambe and Wise or something, and it was great. Tellies were good then. I used to love summer holidays, and like the kids, you'd have like kids programs,
wouldn't you? The Wackaday and stuff, and like,
I don't knew when I was little, just through.
Why don't you? I remember. Why don't you? Yeah,
why don't you just switch off your television set and go and do something less boring instead? Yeah,
yeah. But I think I remember when there was only 3 channels. I think it was like Channel 4 and then Channel 5 came out.
Yeah.
Just remembering that. Maybe it was, I don't know when Channel 4 came out, but maybe Channel 4 was out. I don't know. But yeah, now it's just like, but America had it, didn't they? Like when we had 5 channels, America had got hundreds of them.
Yeah. Then we started getting cable. We got cable. Liverpool was like one of the first places in the country to get cable TV.
But America had it for 10 years before.
Yeah.
Talking about a little bit of a off. Talking about TV. So I did a little video last night on Facebook, which was basically how frustrating it is of an evening. Like, because men and women are different, aren't they? And like when you sit down and you're like, what we're going to watch? And one of you will go, I don't mind, you pick. And it's that fucking back and forth.
Yeah.
And my missus turned around the other day. We said, we're going to watch a film. We've watched a few films and stuff over the weekend, actually. But this one film, she said, we saw this advertised. It's a 2026 film. And she said, we saw this advertised when we went to watch the Peaky Blinders film at the Pictures. She said, shall we watch this? And I said, oh, go on then. And I thought, this is going to be shy. And it's a film, right? I've written it down, actually, to mention it, because I think it ties into a topic that we've talked about quite a lot on the pod. And it's called Mercy. I don't know if you've heard of it, right? But it's basically...
Go on.
The premise of it is this guy wakes up in this chair. He's a copper. He's a police officer. And he's strapped into this chair... And it's basically an execution chair, right? And he has 90 minutes to prove you get to a certain percentage of guilt. So he starts off, he's like 98% guilty, right? And the judge is AI. So the judge is like, comes up, this woman, AI, and he has to prove in an hour and a half that he's not guilty of the crime, right? And it's like, I don't know if it's like, we've talked about AI loads. I don't know whether this is like potentially a flash of the future. So the judge has got cameras, she's got ANPR, she's got like people's phone records and everything. And this copper has to like backtrack through the day and all this, that and the other and go into like different bits of how to prove himself innocent. And I actually found the film quite fascinating. It's quite a good film. I would recommend people to watch it. Called Mercy. It's a 2026 film, so you do have to have access to that film in some way, shape, or form, like via an illegal dodgy box. But yes, in some way, shape, or form, you have to be able to access it. But it's a very good film. I would recommend it. It's like she's like kind of coaching him, and the AI kind of learns as it goes on, and you can like the AI knows that he's not guilty or guilty, whichever one that is, but she kind of coaches him in a little bit in the ways of what he needs to like prove and what he needs to do and stuff. And I think because we've talked about AI and stuff like that so much, I don't know whether this would be something that maybe like we're getting to already, where ID cards and cameras all over the place and all this, that, and the other. Whether or not that it's something that, I mean, in the future, the far future, maybe it could be something that could happen. But it was a really interesting film.
Got to say, Chris, sound shit. But I went to see The Mandalorian on Sunday.
But that sounds shit.
It was.
Was it?
Yeah, I was totally disappointed with it. It was, the kids loved it. The kids loved it. I just thought, you know, like that little Grocko, the baby Yoda, and then they had these other little four characters in it. And I don't know if you remember this, because I didn't partially remember. I think we've spoken about it on the pod before, but I was speaking with Tim Mulville about it. Michael Benson's Potty Time. Do you ever remember that? Michael Benson's Potty Time, and he had these little characters, and they're really bad looking puppets, and that's what it was like in The Mandalorian. It was really, really bad. The puppet thing. It was awful. There's a bit of action in it. The story was a bit shit. I'm not going to ruin it for you, because you probably want to watch it. You're a bit of a Star Wars fan, aren't you?
I'll be honest, mate. Like, I love Star Wars, but like the first three films will always be the best ones in my head.
But they were actually 4, 5, and 6, weren't they?
4, 5, and 6. I thought 1, 2, and
4 and 5.
Oh, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3 were the ones with Ewan McGregor, and Liam Neeson and whatnot. And I thought they were okay. They were okay. When The Force Awakens came out, and those three films, I can't. If I'm honest, I could tell you the plot of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Can't really. The Force Awakens, it's just like reliving it again, isn't it? It's kind of three films that are exactly the same as the first three, but just not as good. I thought that we watched Solo. I thought that was all right. We watched Rogue One.
Good, yeah. I quite enjoyed Solo.
I thought Rogue One was all right, but I've not got in. I started trying to watch Mandalorian, didn't know. I've not watched any of them.
I never got into The Mandalorian. What was the one that you've gone on about Obi-Wan Kenobi? I've been watching that series. That was all right. I forgot what that one's called.
I don't know.
That was all right, but Mandalorian, I started watching. I couldn't carry on. But the kids wanted to go and see it, and it was shit. Yeah, they loved it. Like, they loved it.
You've got to do it, and you've got to take the kids.
Yeah. I did a fatal mistake. I went, and we went on Sunday, didn't we? We had a bit of a hangover, and so like we ate all the minstrels and the flicks mix before the film started.
You know,
I necked all the fruit shoots. The kids were pissed off. Where's the fruit shoots? I've got a hangover.
Spraying yourself with like a really fucked up bukkake scene.
I'm not paying £5 for a Coke. Go and get water out the toilet.
Do you know what I like when you go to the cinema? I like those hot dogs. You know, the rollover.
I won't buy anything from there. I won't buy anything.
They are expensive.
I take my own hot dog. What I do, because the cinema is round the corner from Costco. Have you had a hot dog from Costco?
I've had a what, sorry?
A hot dog from Costco. They do like a hot dog, really nice hot dog with or without onions, and a Coke, and it's £1.50. So I'll take the kids there after I've been there. I never went on Sunday because I couldn't be asked, because it was heaving in there on Sunday. It's really busy, the Chester Costco.
Yeah.
So and I went, but I'd rather go there. But I wouldn't buy anything out the cinema. It's fucking ridiculous, the prices.
It's mad pricing, isn't it? It's mad. Do you know what? I mean, I know I'm a smoker and that, but like motorway services, have you it's like my cigarettes now, I didn't even realise how much they were. Because the last time I smoked, because obviously I packed up and everything and hadn't really been smoking much, I'm sure that they were like £15 something. Right, I went to buy 20 fags the other day and it was £17.40 something. But I remember, like, probably a year ago, I stopped and I'd not got any ciggies. I was dead stressed, so I stopped at a service station for a piss. And on the way back, I bought 20 fags. It was £21 in there. Like the premium they put on you. I mean, anyone who buys petrol from a service station on the motorway must be absolutely loaded and absolutely mental.
Yeah. The premium that you pay for on those things. I'm always dead concerned when you go in those places. You go for a Mackey's and you think, prices on these. I just don't like check it out.
Yeah. Are they the same Mackies? Same prices as normal?
The one by us, the Chester Services, I think it's the same. Yeah.
That's where I've met you, isn't it? Oh no, I met you further on, didn't I? Actually.
Yeah. But cinemas and smoking though. There used to be a cinema in Liverpool called the Picture House. It's like a dead old cinema that was privately run. And God, when was the last film I went to see there? It was it Troy? It was Troy with Brad Pitt in it. That's how long ago it was. And it was funny because like they'd stop halfway, and they give you ice creams and you can go out for a smoke.
Yeah. Those days, mate. Those were the days. Anyway, we're at 30 minutes, Charlie, and I'm just looking at the clock, and it's 7 minutes past 11. So I've only got 13 minutes in order where I can have a cigarette. So we're going to have to wrap up, mate. I'm sorry. That's been a good episode.
No worries.
Good episode, mate. And he's still in Liverpool. Love to your dad. Hope he's okay. Write to us, guys. Hello at funnyfarmpod.co.uk. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and everywhere else that Charlie's put us. Get him out of that Everton chair.
Get me out of this. Come on, guys.
You're driving him to drink, guys. He got pissed at the weekend because he's sat in that Everton chair. I bet he spilt beer and fruit shoot all over it.
Vomit on it.
Follow me, please, on Facebook, Chris Richmond, and on Instagram and TikTok at Chris Rich Comedian. Anything else, Charlie?
No, just hello, funnyfarmpod.co.uk. Send an email. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, give us your film. Give us some films that we should watch or a series that we should watch as well. We'll review them.
Yeah, fucking don't mention Mercy again, please.
Mercy, good film. Anyway, love you all. See you tomorrow.